Hello, traders. Hello, everyone. Welcome to DFA community once more. In this video, we are going to learn how to stay active or how to deal with internal structures confusion when you are doing a top-down analysis. This is the most crucial part on the menu of traders or on the part of many traders that always makes them use making them take wrong positions to enter the market on the wrong side. Internal structures are what builds the higher time frame structures. Without the lower time frame structures, we wouldn't have the higher time structures. So the internal structure starts from the 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, in that order. Okay. So when you are doing a top-down analysis, what you are supposed to take very keen interest or very close observation to is the internal structures. When you move from the higher time frame, scaling down to the lower time frame, when you get to that particular phase, you have to be very careful. So in this video, we're going to learn how to master the internal structure so that it will help you to stay active or to stay current with or to stay in the right direction where you want to take your trade, where you're going to exit, where you're going to take your profit, where you're going to just enter the market with low risk. Okay, don't forget everything is risk management. Having the proper risk management is the best of all practices. Okay, so guys, welcome to this particular channel once again. If you haven't subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this particular channel. This is DFA community. Subscribe. I have leave the Telegram page at the description area where you can join my platform for free signals. Okay, high probability win rate setups. Okay, so guys, let me jump into the chat, or let's jump into the chat and let's learn. Okay, let me share the screen. A minute. Hello, traders. Welcome. Here is our chart for our lesson today. So we are going to look at the DXY, which is the US dollar index. Okay, the DXY, the US dollar index. Let me give you a brief explanation or a brief portfolio about this particular chart. This particular chart that you see over here is the chart that tells traders or that gives us the great signal. Is the mother of all technical analysis that tells us the strength of the US dollar, because when you go to your watch list, every currency pair that you have over there, most of them, the major pairs and some crosses, they are all fighting against the United States dollar. So this chart gives us a clue about the strength of the United States dollar. Okay, so now from this particular chart, we are having our time frames. We are on the 3 months time frame. As you can see, DXY was having a very strong ish at this particular price level, which is 163.872. So I always tell you traders, where price started from, if it is a downtrend, this has become our origin. Always origin. Okay, that is how the algorithm, that is how price behaves. It always gets back to that particular zone. So looking at this particular chart over here, what we are going to do, or what we are going to just apply, is to use our top-down analysis. So in this video, what we are going to look at is to use some trend lines. Okay, is to use some trend lines, or literally we can be using support and resistance areas in this particular video. Support and resistance areas in this particular video. Okay, so if you are a support and resistance trader, demand and supply trader, or if you are a trend line trader, in this video we are going to blend the two of them, okay, to help you. So first thing first, let us mark the highest point DXY has just reached, and this resistance zone over here. We can literally also recognize a very small resistance zone over here. And looking at this particular scenario, we can also draw a trend line. Okay, we can also draw a trend line. Don't forget, we are blending trend line analysis and also demand and supply analysis. Okay, so when you look at these immediate zones, this resistance zones is where price is trying to just head to. We are having liquidity pool over here, another liquidity pool over here. So price always move from one liquidity zone to another liquidity zone. So as a matter of fact, what we are going to do is to just confirm we had a slight trend line, a downtrend from here, and price broke this particular trend line. It broke this particular trend line, came down to retest the trend line, and it has started shooting up. So if we look at this particular scenario over here, we have a chart pattern over here. We have a very beautiful chart pattern over here. I'm going to just put the circle on it, then we talk about it. If you can look at this chart pattern carefully, there is a double bottom chart pattern. Okay, this is a double bottom. So what do we see? Price came down and we had the neckline over here. So price came down to retest the trend line and it has started shooting up. So there is a very beautiful double bottom chart pattern that you see over there. Guys, don't forget some of the chart patterns that we see in the lower time frame, it also appears in the higher time frames as well. So knowing this, we are in for buys, we are in for longs, we are looking for longs. Okay, so this is the whole clue about the top down analysis, knowing your direction from the higher time frame. So behind our mind, what we are looking for is we are targeting 1645 164.544 level, okay, or 120.321, the immediate resistance area, or could be a 114.556. So since we know DXY is going to rise in the previous months or in next year, currently or definitely we are going to have an effect on gold. Gold is going to fall. GBP USD is going to rise. Okay, sorry, GBP USD is going to fall, Euro USD is going to fall. If dollar is strong, it's going to affect all the other crosses. AUD USD is going to fall, GBP USD is going to fall. As I said earlier, Euro USD is going to fall, XAUSD is going to fall, BTC USD is going to fall, Ethereum USDT is going to fall. So there's a correlation or there is a relationship between these pairs. Okay, since it has been paired with the United States dollar, all these pairs are going to have an effect. So in next year, we are expecting more sales on gold. We are expecting more sales on GBP USD and Euro USD as such. Okay, so guys, let me do away with this circle over here. Let me do away with this circle over. So we can color this. Let me color this particular line over here, and this will be from the higher time frame. This will become our neckline. Or let me just change the color. Let me just select red. Okay, uh, this is our neckline from the higher time frame. Guys, let's go to the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, this is what we have over here. Okay, we are having our liquidity pool resting here very nicely. So price is trying to just get into this liquidity pool over here. So let's continue to scale down to, so knowing your W shape. So the W shape is just widening up. When you are moving down to the lower time frame, it widens up. Okay, so let's go to the weekly time frame. When we go to the weekly time frame, that is what we have over here. Okay, guys, that is what we have over here. So this is our neckline. This will help you in that direction. So let's continue to go to the daily time frame. When we go to the daily time frame, we are expecting or we are targeting this immediate resistance zone. That's why price is rising to. So all that you're supposed to do is you are looking for buys. You are just looking to buy in the market. Don't look for sales. The only instance that you're going to look for sales going against the trend, that is the internal where we are going to deal with. Now we know price is in uptrend over here. So currently, let us draw a box. Sorry, let me delete this. Let me draw a box as usual. Let me draw a box in this zone. Okay, let's see the reaction going on over here from the daily time frame. Okay, so now let's get back to the 4-hour time frame. Let's look at what is going on now from the 4-hour time frame. This is the whole scene from the 4-hour time frame. Let us continue to scale down to the 1-hour time frame where internal structures comes in. Okay, so guys, this is the internal structure of the DXY. Okay, we know we are in uptrend. We are looking for buys. But here be the case, when you come to the lower time frames, you will get internal structure. Why is it that we are expecting an uptrend, higher low, higher highs, higher low, higher high? But it will get to a point in time when you come down to the lower time frame, you will see a downtrend, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, instead of expecting a higher high, higher low, a higher high, higher low. So now let us move further. Let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. And as you can see, if you can see this particular 30 minutes time frame, let's go to the 15 minute as well. Guys, to my best of knowledge, let me put a line over here. Let me put a line over here. We can say this is our accumulation stage. We are having our accumulation, okay? We are having accumulation over here. Let me change the color. We are having our accumulation. Price will do this. Price will definitely cross this retest and just fall once again to have a distribution. Here comes the internal structures. So this is what really confuse traders. So guys, what you're going to do is to is that when you come down to a lower time frame and having a case like this, having a scenario like this, what you're going to do is to just be waiting patiently for price to finish lower high, lower low, market structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then what you're going to expect is you're going to expect a change of character before you jump in to sell. Or even with this, we can base upon this particular scenario over here. To my best of knowledge, we're going to have a downtrend. That is why you can see this. We are having accumulation over here. Price is trying to manipulate to the top side, deceive traders and fall before price shoot up once again. Okay, so this is the state of the United States dollar. So when you come to internal structures from the higher time frame perspective, you shouldn't be confused. You must be very careful. Don't think that we are in a downtrend. Fine, when you want to talk about market structure from the lower time frame perspective, we can say we are in a downtrend or in an uptrend. So as you can see now, this uptrend conforms with the higher time frame perspective. But let's go to the 5 minute time frame and let's look at something. As you can see, we are having this serious volume. We are having this serious trap volume over here. So perhaps there's going to be a serious downtrend over here or a serious downtrend in the previous days or in the previous month from the low time frame perspective. So guys, these are some of the internal structures that really confuse people. So when you come to the lower time frame, what you're supposed to be looking for is to look for buys. Going against the trend is one of the delicate or is one of the difficult things you can just choose to, or the bad positions you can just decide to just step in. Okay, so always have the patience for internal structures to finish playing out before you jump in to buy. You look for buys to conform with the higher time frame perspective. Guys, here what you're going to need is to have patience. You're going to have patience. Have patience. Patience and ignore every every downtrend, every downtrend market. Have patience and ignore every downtrend market. Look for change of character. When there is a downtrend, forget about the downtrend and look for positions of buying only to conform or to have an alliance with the higher time frame perspective to be at a safer side. Don't trade against the trend. Trade with the trend because the trend is your friend. The trend is your money and the trend is your friend. Don't trade against the trend. This really confuse traders. You see, most people, to my knowledge, I wouldn't be worrying myself from this particular downtrend that is about, because this is a downtrend setup forming, in the 15 minutes time or in the lower time frame. So I'm not interested in any of this noise over here. What I will be looking for, I will wait patiently for price to create, to finish creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, to break structure, change of character. Okay, retest before I will jump into buy, to conform with or to have an alliance with the higher time frame perspective, guys. So thank you very much for joining this particular channel, watching this particular video, guys. This is DFA community. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this particular channel. This gives you a very clear conscience, a very clear picture of the difference between higher time frame perspective and lower time frame perspective, so that you wouldn't waste your money, you wouldn't worry yourself on the chart very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.